Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I wanted to just sit down and do a video using all the makeup that was inspiring me today. I've done a few of these videos in the past and basically it's just me going through my makeup, picking out a bunch of things that just reached out and grabbed me that day and I just really wanted to use them. That's what this video is. So I went and picked out a bunch of things and we're gonna do our makeup together. So I hope you enjoy the video, and if you're new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty and makeup content here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I hope you'll subscribe and let's go ahead and get started. I've already done my skincare and my sunscreen and I want to use some primer today. We're going to use the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. I really like this primer, but I'm mainly using this because I find the foundation we're going to use today works best if you use some kind of primer, especially like a more pore filling, smoothing primer. So I'm going to take this mainly in this area, so right on the sides of my nose, my chin, and then I usually bring a little bit on my forehead, like right here in the center. This is a really good primer. This is probably my favorite like mattifying primer that I've tried, but I'm mainly doing this because I know our foundation for today really does well with this type of product. Okay, I'm gonna let that kind of sit for a minute, but I want to use this. I haven't used my Refi Brow Sculpt in a long time, and this is actually a brand new one. I had the same one for a very long time, and I used it so much that the lid cracked. The brush that it comes with got really gunky and disgusting, and it was time for it to go. So I did get a new one because nothing that I have tried for my brows is exactly like this. There are things that are similar, but I don't know, just something about, if you like a fluffier eyebrow. If you don't, this is definitely not going to be something that you'll like. It does have the white residue in the beginning, like you can kind of see there in my brows, but the trick is you have to keep just working it through and eventually it will disperse. But I'm telling you, once you get this worked in, nothing else really laminates your brows quite like this. Like, look at my eyebrow. So I'm not gonna dip the wand back in. I'm just gonna go directly in on the other side. And I do think with this particular product, really any brow product, but especially this one, I do like to back comb through my brows first and then go in the shape that you're wanting them. I don't know why that is, but it just works better. So now that we've got it in there, although we don't even really need to do this step, but I want to show it to you. So after you screw the lid back on, you pull it off and you have this brush. So you have this like shorter side with little teeth, and then you have this brush right here. And I typically use the brush side and just brush through your brows, and you can really press them down, although honestly they're already pretty pressed. And then you can either use the same side or flip it over and kind of brush the top down just a little bit if you don't want them like super spiky. Honestly, I probably should have wiped off a little bit of the product before we went in on this first brow, and then there wouldn't be as much of this white excess. But that's why, another thing, if you use this product, make sure you do your brows first. That way if you do have any residue, you can wipe it off. For corrector, I'm going to use these. You should have seen my video on these already. These are the new Tarte Shape Tape correctors, and I have the pink one and pink one, and I want to use a little bit of both. So I am liking mixing them on the back of my hand. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of both colors. I was gonna say I'm gonna use my finger, but I think I'm gonna use this little brush from Smashbox. This is the blurring concealer brush. And I'm just gonna lightly apply that under my eyes. I will link my video I did on these above for you here if you haven't seen it and you want to see an in-depth review on these. But I've really been enjoying them so far. I really like mixing the two colors. That's just what works the best for my under eyes. I know it's annoying to do that, so I know that's not going to be like for everybody, but I did order both colors, so I don't mind mixing them. I'm also going to bring some kind of in my inner corner. I always kind of forget about this area with my correctors, but most of us do get kind of dark there, so trying to remember to put it there too. And I think when this video goes up, I think Tarte is having 30% off, friends and family. I didn't mention that in my Tarte video that I did on these because I didn't realize it until after I'd already filmed it. But I think that should still be going on when this video goes up, which is a really good deal for these. For the foundation, I woke up today thinking about this, using this foundation. I know that's dramatic, but I go through phases with this. Not that I don't love it all the time, I do, but sometimes I find that I just think about using this foundation early in the day before I do my makeup for the day. I can't really explain that other than I love it. I think I've made that pretty clear in most of my videos. I know a lot of people don't like it, it seems like, but, or I shouldn't say that. I feel like it's kind of polarizing. People either like really, really like this or they hate it. And I am definitely somebody that loves it. But like I was saying earlier, I have found that this particular foundation really does require a little bit of a primer underneath. And I like more of like a smoothing primer with it because it is a cream formula. So it looks like actual skin. It does not look dry or matte at all on your skin, but it will kind of move around just because it's a cream. So I do find it wears the best on me with a primer underneath. And I am using the brush that goes with it. This is the Face number 2 brush. So it has the small side and then the powder side. I also think the key with this, a huge, huge key, you cannot over apply this foundation. If you do, I can promise you, you are not gonna like it. It is a thicker cream, so if you apply too much, you are gonna see it on your skin. It's probably gonna look heavy and most likely you're not gonna love it. That's why you really wanna keep the application sheer or just very, very light, and then only apply more in areas where you actually need more product. You do not want to just slap this all over your face very heavily. So like I did a very light wash of it. I need a little bit more coverage right here. So I'm gonna just put it there where I need it and just stipple it in. And you'll see I immediately get more coverage there, but I don't need it all over. Let me know actually in the comments, did you try this foundation? Do you like it? Do you hate it? I feel like it's just so polarizing with people. They just absolutely despise it or love it. I did a video on it back when it first came out, obviously because Patrick Ta is one of my all-time favorite makeup artists and this brand is one of my favorites. So anything they come out with, I'm here for it, no matter what it is. And that was one of the few products where I tried it, and I try things a lot and like them, but when I tried that foundation, if you saw the video, you know what I'm talking about. I just loved it instantly. Like, there was no warming up period. There was no anything like that. I just loved it right away. Oh, and I wear the shade light number 3. Right now, it's a pretty good match. It's a very good match for me. Sometimes it's a little bit dark on me. I could probably go to light number 2. But right now I have a little bit of self-tan on that I applied earlier this morning, so I'm a little bit darker than I normally am. Okay, I'm feeling a little crazy today. I'm gonna do my bronzer before I do concealer. I always mean to do this and then I always forget and it's too late. But I pulled out the Tarte Sculpt tape in Cool Bronze. I got this a month or 2 ago from Ulta and I honestly loved it immediately. I almost want to say I liked it more than the contour one from Charlotte Tilbury. I love the contour one from Charlotte, but I just really enjoyed this one. I'm gonna blend it in with the Fenty 125 face brush. Honestly, the color of this blended out kind of reminds me of Biscuit from Westman Atelier. I wonder if that's why I like it so much, because I just love that color every time I use it. I'm not squeezing out anymore either. I'm just getting what's already on the sponge tip and blending that in. Actually did just get the, again from Tarte. I feel like Tarte is just pumping out the new products, right? I feel like everybody actually is just pumping out the new products right now, but I did just get the, what is it? Maracuja Juicy Glow Skin Tinted Moisturizer. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be, but I did just get that in the mail. And honestly, I was gonna film that today, but then I don't know, something was just pulling me to do this video for some reason. I don't know why. I think I've kind of talked about this before, but I try to film like whatever it is that I'm wanting to film that day. I mean, obviously sometimes I get new products and I want to film them and get them up quickly because I know people are looking for reviews on them, but at the same time, I try to film whatever video is on my mind that day, basically. I don't know. I just find that I love doing YouTube so much and I want to make sure that I keep it fun no matter what. And to me, the best way to do that is to always try to film what I want to film or what I'm in the mood to film that day, if that makes sense. I'm going to take some of this on my jawline. Now let's do concealer. And you guys, I have kind of bashed this concealer. Not bashed it, but I've said in at least one video, maybe more than that, that I didn't love it. And I've been using it for the last few weeks. I pulled it back out and left it here on my desk. And now I feel like I've changed my opinion. And it's this one, the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Concealer. I did not love this at first, and I couldn't really put my finger on why. I just didn't love how it looked on me. But the last few times I've worn it, I put it on and did not use powder under my eyes. I just left it on its own. And I almost feel like maybe that's why I wasn't loving it. Something about it just doesn't, I don't know. I don't love how it looks with powder over the top. But the last few times I've done it this way, I don't know. I've really been liking it. I wear the shade number 4. And I'm just adding a little bit more concealer to my face. I don't know. Let me know if you have this concealer. It's just one I've never really been able to figure out. Like, how do I feel about that exactly? But a lot of the times when I used it and didn't love it, I was setting it with some type of powder. And the last few times I've used it, I haven't been doing that. And I seem to like it a lot more. So I'm not sure why or what the deal is with that, but I feel like I kind of need to apologize to this concealer. I'm going to use the FO3 from Sigma to blend it in under my eyes. You guys will have to let me know. Do you do your concealer before bronzer or do you do it after bronzer? Because I feel like the new-ish kind of thing lately has been people doing it before, or I mean after bronzer. But I don't know, I'm such like a routine person that I always feel like I'm like out of order if I don't do bronzer after. Yeah, I don't know. This Charlotte concealer though, is kind of doing it for me now. I almost feel like I like how my under eyes or my face looks better today. And I'm wondering if it's because I did concealer after bronzer. I don't know. See, this is why you should experiment with things. For blush, this is a major throwback. I have not used this in so long. This is the Tower 28 Beach Please. I always forget the name of this. Luminous Tinted Balm Blush in the shade Magic Hour. And let's see, I think I'm just going to use that same brush we used for the Tarte bronzer. And just tap this on. That is such a pretty color. I honestly kind of forgot about this. I didn't forget about it, but I just kind of been pushed to the back of my drawer for a little while. And when I was picking the products, I saw it and I don't know, it just pulled me in. I want to take just a little bit of a powder blush, like not a lot. I'm going to use this one from Clinique. Such a good neutral blush that goes with everything. This is the shade Nude Pop. I really want to get another shade of these, but I'm not applying a lot. I'm just going to apply a little bit. I'm using this Morphe A22 brush. Did you guys see the REL brushes are going to be included in Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty? Did you see that? I cannot believe they are putting these 50% off. I didn't think that would ever happen. Assuming it's because of everything going on with Morphe, I don't know. But I'm honestly thinking about picking up a second set of them because I love them. And I don't know how much longer you're going to be able to get them. Who knows? But I would say set your alarm if you want those. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, let me just pull it up and see what day it is. I think it's towards the end of March. March 31st, you guys. So the last day of the month. Those brushes are going to be 50% off. And it looks like that's an online only offer. So FYI, if you want them, make sure you get on the Ulta app early because I can guarantee you those are not going to last long. Okay, let's do some powder. I'm going to take the powder from the Patrick Ta foundation duo. And I'm just going to lightly apply this on my face pretty much everywhere except right under my eyes because I don't want to set that Charlotte Tilbury concealer. Actually, I was thinking about doing an Ulta sale video, but I didn't know if those are like overdone or if you would want to see that video and just go through the days and talk about what I'm interested in, what I would recommend, or if there's enough of those videos. So let me know because I was thinking about it, but let me know if that's something you would want to see. Something else, I'm just full of random tidbits about the Patrick Ta foundation today, but I have found with that foundation in particular, I like to spray my face about halfway through my makeup and then spray it again at the end. I don't know why, but that just seems to work really well with that foundation in terms of like wear time and all that. So try it out if you have not already, but I want to start doing that again. Okay, let's do my brows. What did I pull out? I pulled out the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in, what shade is this? Ash brown. And I also pulled this out. I really want to get back into using brow pens again. I feel like when I use this Refi product, it makes me want to use the brow pens. I don't know why, but something about like the super fluffy brows look really good to me when you use a brow pen. I don't know. It's just something about the fluffiness and like drawing those really precise brow strokes. I just think looks really pretty. Let's see. I feel like there's something else I was gonna talk to you guys about. I feel like there's just so many things. There's so many launches right now. Like I just cannot keep up. What did I see earlier today? I saw, did you guys see the new Rare Beauty stuff? The new bronzer sticks. Well, they're not new, but new shades in her cream bronzer, which I think was so smart. Whoever is on Rare Beauty's product development, that was a very smart launch for them because I love those bronzers. They're just very warm and I feel like they just needed a few like cooler shades, and that's exactly what they did. They added, I think there's 3 new shades. I may or may not have ordered one. And then let's see, they're coming out with 2 blush shades, 2 new liquid blush shades. And I was so excited. I was gonna order one of those too. And then they made those not available until, I think they said the 30th of March, I wanna say, is when the new blush shades are available. Really wish they would have made them all available at the same time, but I'm sure they're probably trying to capitalize on those new shades when they launch and have that be like the main thing that's going on. So I get it from like a marketing standpoint, but I really wanted to order those at the same time. And then they came out with a new eyeshadow palette too. Actually thinking, or I am actually gonna do a full face of Rare Beauty in the next few weeks. I've just really fallen in love with that brand lately, and I really want to do a full face, so that will be coming. Okay, I'm actually gonna skip an eye primer today, and I want to use this from Armani. It's one of their eye tints in the shade 18 Matte. So they recently came out with a bunch of new shades of these, and I can't believe I'm even saying this, but they actually sent them to me, and I did a little reel over on my Instagram using a few of them, and it was just like the coolest thing ever for them to send me something. I don't know, I got so excited about it. So definitely go check out my reel if you haven't seen it on Instagram. But I used these the other day. I kind of had to do my makeup quickly and I needed it to kind of last all day long. I did it kind of early in the day and I was going somewhere. Later in the day I was going to a concert thing with my in-laws and my husband, and I used some of these eye tints and I loved it. They lasted all day. I didn't even use an eye primer with them. I just put it directly on my eye. And this shade in particular is like perfect for my skin tone. Adds like just the smallest bit of color and just kind of evens everything out, but makes it look like I have a little something on my eyes. I've really been loving them. So I use that first as like a primer. Okay, I'm actually gonna take that Tarte contour or Sculpt tape, and I'm taking just what's left on this sponge tip, so I didn't squeeze any more out. And I'm just gonna kind of add a little tiny bit of this color to like the outer corner of my eye just to kind of lift it a little bit. I don't know. I feel like just kind of in the mood to do that. And then I'm just gonna take a brush. This is a MAC 217 and just kind of lightly blend it out and up just a little bit. So this video is going up Wednesday, the 8th, I believe, and I'm actually getting my hair done Friday, so this coming Friday, the 10th, and I am so torn, you guys. I do not know what to do with my hair. I like it dark. I've loved it dark like the past few months since I've gone back to really mostly my natural color. Kind of just had some brighter pieces right in the front area of my hair. But I just don't know. I kind of want to do something else because I am, and I can't believe I'm 30 years old and saying this, but I am getting gray hairs, you guys, right in the worst possible spot. They're like small ones and they're like right here where my hair parts naturally. I have a pretty strong part in my hair. Like I can't make my hair part in the middle. It just won't do it. It naturally kind of parts to this side. Anyway, I'm starting to get these little random white hairs, and it's even more noticeable to me now that my hair is super dark right here. It just really sticks out to me. Anyway, so that's where my head is at. I just don't know. I don't know what to do about it, but I kind of want to do something else to my hair. Anyway, so that'll be coming. We'll see what I end up doing. I pulled out the Ambiance palette from Sigma. I'm probably not going to use a whole lot from in here, but I do want to use just a little bit. I think I'm going to take a little bit of this shade right here called Basque. It's just kind of a mid-toned brown, and I'm just using the brush that comes in this palette. And I'm just going to kind of add this in my outer corner really, really lightly. Just build up the color there just a little bit, but I don't want a whole lot. I'm going to take the flat end of the brush that comes with the palette, and I'm going to take this lightest shade. It's called Gaze. It's kind of just a beigey color. I'm going to take a little bit of that right in this inner portion of my eye just to like brighten it up just a little bit more. And I'm like, well, maybe I don't want shimmer. I was thinking I do want it, but now I'm like, I don't know. I know I want to do a little bit of a wing. So let's see, here is my winged liner brush. This is probably going to be kind of a long video because I'm just chatting. I don't know, I'm in like a chatty mood today for some reason. I'm going to go into this brown in the corner. It's called Enrich. It's a little bit of a cooler matte brown. And I'm going to use the 208 from BK Beauty and just do a little bit of a shadow wing. I'm going to go over, I haven't done this in a little while, I'm going to take the Maybelline Hypereasy liner and go over the wing that we made. And this is the liner that I fell in love with when I did the full face of Maybelline, and then it got really dry on the little tip of it and I could not get the ink to come out, but it's been sitting upside down for quite a while now, so fingers crossed maybe it will work today. Worked a little bit better today. So I guess the trick with these is you have to always store them upside down. If you saw my everyday makeup drawer for this month, I pulled out this Patrick Ta eyeliner in copper gold, and I said in that video I really wanted to try putting this on my lower lash line. I don't know why, I just feel like this color might be really pretty that way. So let's try it. I feel like it goes well with this look also, so. Ooh, yeah, that is pretty. Can't believe I haven't done this before. I've used it on my top lash line, but not on the bottom. I'm not gonna take it like all the way in. I'm just gonna take it like 3/4 of the way in. Ooh, okay, that is so pretty. I'm just gonna take this 217 from MAC. I didn't put any like additional product on it or anything. I'm just gonna take it and kind of go over it, smudge it out just a little bit. That is pretty. Why have I not done this before? I just curled my lashes, and today I'm going to use the Tower 28 mascara. And I guess I'm doing an all matte eye today. I thought I was going to do some shimmer, but I don't know. Kind of liking it all matte. By the way, this Tower 28 mascara, I liked it when I initially got it, and I know I've used it in a video, but I think I've said, you know, it's not like anything I'm just overly obsessed with. But what I found is the more it dries out, the more I like it. Because mine is now like, it's been open for quite a while, and I don't know, I feel like it works way more. Or way better on my lashes, at least. I like it. Wish they would make it in brown. Please, Tower 28, if you ever see this video, please make this mascara in brown. I feel like it could happen because I feel like a lot of brands are coming out with brown mascaras right now, which makes me really happy. Okay, for lip liner, I pulled out a few, but I think I'm going to use the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner in Cafe. I have not used this in a while and forgot how good this is. Okay, and then I kind of want to do this. This is Nude Glow Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow. Oh yeah. Wow, that is a pretty combo. God, I love when I find new lip combos accidentally. Wow, that is pretty. All right, you guys, that is gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed chatting with me. I know I was just a little chatty Cathy in this video for some reason. I don't know why, but I hope you enjoyed hanging out and getting ready with me. I am very happy with this group of products that I picked out. I love how these came together. I feel like everything just went really nicely, all the colors. And I don't know, these are just the things that really jumped out and grabbed me today, and I love doing these videos. I want to start doing these at least once a month, maybe twice a month. I don't know. I just think it's fun to just gravitate and pick makeup that is inspiring you for whatever reason. I just think it's so fun. So I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already, and follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1, and I will see you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.